There are standard torque specifications for electrical lugs based on their size. However, these torque values may also vary slightly depending on the specific manufacturer and the material used for the lug. Here are general torque guidelines for lugs. For a number 10 lug, the torque range is 24 to 30 pound-inches. For a number 8 lug, the torque range is 40 to 50 pound-inches. For a number 6 lug, the torque range is 60 to 70 pound-inches. For a number 4 lug, the torque range is 80 to 90 pound-inches. For a number 2 lug, the torque range is 100 to 110 pound-inches. For a number 1 lug, the torque range is 120 to 130 pound-inches. For a number 0 lug, the torque range is 150 to 170 pound-inches. For a 1/0 lug, the torque range is 200 to 220 pound-inches. For a 2/0 lug, the torque range is 250 to 270 pound-inches. For a 3/0 lug, the torque range is 300 to 320 pound-inches. For a 4/0 lug, the torque range is 400 to 450 pound-inches. Now let's consider torque considerations for closely spaced lugs. When the lugs are closely spaced, it may be difficult to directly use a torque wrench. Here are some alternative approaches. Firstly, use a torque adapter. There are specialized torque adapters available that can connect to a torque wrench and allow access to tightly spaced areas. Secondly, use a torque limiting screwdriver. If the Allen wrench required for the lugs is sufficiently large, a torque limiting screwdriver with an appropriate hexagonal bit can be used. Thirdly, estimate torque. If the above methods are not feasible, carefully estimate the torque by hand tightening the lug as much as possible with the Allen wrench. This method is not as precise and should be used as a last resort. Now let's look at warranty considerations. Removing a set of lugs to use a torque wrench should not void the warranty of the transfer switch, provided that appropriate care is used and the manufacturer's guidelines are followed. However, it's always advisable to consult with the manufacturer or an authorized technician before making any modifications. Here are some additional tips. Always use new Belleville washers with each installation. Inspect the lugs for any damage or corrosion before tightening. Lubricate the lug thread sparingly with a suitable lubricant. Tighten the lugs in a star pattern to ensure even distribution of torque.